Welcome back, YouTube. Today we have a pork roast. This is a Boston butt pork roast. Took it out of the pack, sprinkling some Nunu seasoning on it, which is my favorite. Cajun spice rub. It's not really rub. I put it on everything, but you can use it as a rub if you want. I moved it to a pan because the cutting board was getting a little bit too messy. Let's turn it to the side. You just want to make sure that you cover all the sides with seasoning. And then, just like this, then we're going to cover it and put it in the fridge overnight. Now it's time to get our bell peppers chopped up. I have bell pepper, one whole onion. I'm actually going to end up putting 2 whole onions in there because I'm making a good bit of stew. Here are my, what I would like to call weapons, but they're there to help me lift the pork roast. But before we get to that, we need to add 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. Now, this is going to help promote browning. Now we can add the pork roast, and it should sound like this. That's how you know the pot's hot enough. I mean, it needs to be hot, otherwise it won't brown. I fast forwarded this because no one wants to sit here and watch the pork roast. This part takes a long time because you really want to let it cook on all sides. I like to let it cook on the top and the bottom at least 5 to 6 minutes, and then turn it, and then just keep doing that until it gets brown, and eventually it'll stick. And then I also help get the color from browning the vegetables too. So you'll see. Just check it out. Now the pork roast, it's going to add to the grease because the bottom of that pork roast is pretty good with fat. You can take it out. I did. I took it out, drained the grease, added it back. Now we're going to finish the browning process. And here we go. This is what I like to make the pork roast pretty much look like before I even add any vegetables. Good brown color. You know, the stuff that's left on the bottom, you don't want to scrape that up. You want to let that get nice and charred down there. Whenever you deglaze the pan or you add liquid to scrape that off, that's the part that adds all the flavor. So you definitely want to leave that. Time to take it out. Now it's time to add the onions. This is 1 onion, but I end up adding 2. We're going to fast forward this. I love to caramelize the onions. Get those nice and brown. You can add the other veggies. Look at the color. They're going to turn that nice translucent, soft color where they start to, here's the second onion. And you can already tell the bottom of the pot's just adding more of that, those little bits that are going to add to the gravy. I call them little bits that add gravy flavor. So now that they're browned, they're nice and translucent, I'm going to add an entire container. So this is 32 ounces of chicken stock. Yeah, always use chicken stock over chicken broth. Once you get that added, you want to stir it up. You want to add your pork roast and the rest of your veggies. So the bell pepper, celery, garlic. This is going to cook for a total of 4 to 5 hours because you need to get the internal temperature of the pork roast to about 150 and let it rest. This is what it looks like after it's been cooking for quite a while. You can tell the meat's kind of falling apart, and that's what you're going for. The gravy, after it's cooking for so long, is delicious. Here it is served with some black-eyed peas, and it was amazing. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to watch any other videos that I make, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Bye.